Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Katolina with the evening news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates to nation section of Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor in UP, says it will immensely help in building Atmanirbhar Bharat. Health Ministry says 6 UK returnees to India test positive for new UK variant genome. Nagaland's COVID-19 caseload reaches 11,917. And government proposes to make airbag mandatory for front passenger seat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicated to the nation the ambitious New Bhaupur-New Khurja section of Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor in Uttar Pradesh through video conference today. He said that this corridor will become a medium of Atmanirbhar Bharat and help the Kisan rails. He also opined that this corridor will open new economic activities and boost employment opportunities in the region. The 351-kilometer New Bhaupur-New Khurja section of EDFC is built at a cost of 5,750 crore rupees, and most of its part passes through Uttar Pradesh. The section will decongest the existing Kanpur-Delhi main line and will enable Indian Railways to run faster trains. Talking about the importance of connectivity in development, the Prime Minister said this connectivity is for the nation what arteries and veins are for the body. He termed the corridor as the biggest and most important rail project after independence. Modi said that development of infrastructure is not a matter of politics, but it is for the future generations. The Prime Minister said the infrastructure is of the people of the country and not of any political party. 6 UK returnees to India have been found positive for new UK variant genome. Health Ministry said 3 of them are in National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences Hospital, Bengaluru, 2 in Centre for Cellular and Molecular Biology, Hyderabad, and 1 in National Institute of Virology, Pune. It said all these persons have been kept in single-room isolation in designated healthcare facilities by the state governments. Their close contacts have also been put in under quarantine. Comprehensive contact tracing has been initiated for co-travelers, family contacts, and others. Genome sequencing on other specimens is going on. Health Ministry said the situation is under careful watch and regular advice is being provided to the states for enhanced surveillance, containment, testing, and dispatch of samples to Indian SARS-CoV-2 Genomics Consortium labs. From 25th November to 23rd December 2020 midnight, about 33,000 passengers disembarked at various Indian airports from UK. All these passengers are being tracked and subjected by states and union territories to RT-PCR test. So far, only 114 have been found positive. Government of India took cognizance of the reports of mutant variant of SARS-CoV-2 virus reported from UK and put in place a proactive and preventive strategy to detect and contain the mutant variant. This strategy includes temporary suspension of all flights coming from UK with effect from the midnight of 23rd December till 31st December 2020, mandatory testing of all UK returnee air passengers through RT-PCR test. Nagaland today reported 6 fresh positive cases of COVID-19 along with the recovery of 6 infected persons. Dimapur reported 5 new cases and 1 from Kohima, while the recovered persons have been registered from Dimapur. With a total of 11,464 recovered persons, the state's active cases stand at 243, while the total confirmed positive cases have reached to 11,917. Meanwhile, the State Health and Family Welfare Department has said that, in view of the emergence of a new variant of COVID-19, compulsory testing will be done only for Indian or foreign nationals who arrived to Nagaland from United Kingdom after 28th of December. Union Health Ministry today said that the dry run for COVID-19 vaccination has been successfully conducted in 4 states of Assam, Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, and Gujarat. The 2-day end-to-end dry run was undertaken in Krishna district of Andhra Pradesh, Rajkot and Gandhinagar in Gujarat, Ludhiana and Shahid Bhagat Singh Nagar in Punjab, and Sonitpur and Nalbari districts of Assam. The exercise is aimed at identifying challenges and make required changes in the plan so that the final process becomes foolproof. The ministry said specific teams were formed for various tasks by the district administration, and activities like uploading of dummy beneficiaries' data, vaccine allocation, communication vaccination details to vaccinators and beneficiaries, beneficiary mobilization were carried out. The objective of the dry run was also to undertake and confirm field implementation of IT platform GoWin and guide way forward prior to actual implementation. You're listening to the news from All India Radio, Kohima. In a significant measure to boost passenger safety, the government has proposed to make airbag mandatory for the passenger on the front seat of a vehicle seated next to the driver. The proposed timelines for implementation are 1st April next year for new models and 1st June for existing models. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has put a draft notification in this regard on its website. People can send their comments and suggestions at email ID comments-mode@gov.in within 30 days. Advisor for Sericulture, Excise and Minority Affairs Jalio Rio today unveiled a monolith in recognition to the changed nomenclature of Janapani, locally known as Khanakura, to New Medziphema village. Speaking on the occasion, Rio opined that the change of nomenclature will definitely bring people closer to each other and pave way for more progress and developments. He expressed utmost appreciation to the people whose united efforts have brought about positive change through mutual understanding with Medziphema village and urged everyone to continue the legacy for a brighter future. Earlier, the advisor also inaugurated the newly constructed rostrum, youth office, and new Medziphema Village Council Hall. Sub-Divisional Agriculture Officer Chozuba Thepusa Nakro has called upon the students to be an asset and not a liability to the society. He was addressing the 31st General Session of Chetheba Town Students' Union held today under the theme Amplify Your Proficiency. Nakro reminded the students that there is no substitute to hard work and no shortcut to success. He also encouraged the students to work on the areas where they have the potential and skill and give their 100% to achieve their goal. Meanwhile, 34 meritorious students were awarded for their excellence in the academic performance. The Centre has invited the protesting farmers' union for talks tomorrow to end the impasse over the 3 farm laws. This will be the 6th round of talks between the government and the farmers to end the deadlock. The Centre has written to the 40 protesting farmers' unions and invited them for talks. Apart from the farm laws, discussions will be held on MSP and on legislations related to air quality and electricity. The government has reiterated that it is committed to finding a logical solution on all relevant issues raised by the farmers with a clear intention and an open mind. And as the nation fights COVID-19 pandemic, let us all remember to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps: wear a face mask, wash hands frequently with soap and water or use hand sanitizer, and follow social distancing. To end the news, the headlines here again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates to nation section of Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor in UP, says it will immensely help in building Atmanirbhar Bharat. Health Ministry says 6 UK returnees to India test positive for new UK variant Genome. Nagaland's COVID-19 caseload reaches to 11,917, and government proposes to make airbag mandatory for front passenger seat. That's all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.